Welcome to the BioGirl Health Show with Carol Newman. Do you want the energy and vitality you need to fully enjoy your life and all of its possibilities? Carol Newman can help teach you how to nourish your body with healthy organic living, keeping you beautiful inside and out. And now, here's your host.
Hi, I'm your host, Kimberly Henry, and I'm here with Carol Newman, and today we'll be talking with Carol about her Aunt Marie, who amazingly is 99 years old and still driving her car. In this episode of the BioGirl Health Show, Carol will be sharing with us some of Aunt Marie's secrets to a long and healthy life. Now, before Carol joins us, just a reminder that if you have questions or comments for Carol during the show or at any time, you can send your questions on Twitter using our hashtag, BioGirlHealth. Carol, it's nice to be chatting with you, and what an amazing thing it must be to be healthy enough at 99 to still be driving.
Yeah, you know, Kimberly, it definitely is amazing, but incidentally, she's 99 and a half years young, so she's almost there. She's almost a centurion, so we have a few months to go.
Fantastic. I just can't even imagine.
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We're supposed to have a big party for her, but of course it's a surprise, so...
Fun. I bet she's anticipating that, don't you think?
No, we surprised her before. I don't know how old she was when we had a party for her, but she was very surprised. So.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't think she's expecting it. So, but
yeah.
Hey,
so,
Kimberly.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you aspire to live to be 100 years old?
I would say I aspire to live as long as I can, but be healthy and vital the entire duration of my life. That's what's more important to me.
Yeah, definitely. And I think everyone listening would agree with that. If we're to live that long, we definitely want to have health and vitality to go along with that age. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So how did she do it?
Well, I actually just sat down and talked to her. We meet every Saturday. The family does, whoever wants to meet for dinner. And so I periodically will pick her up and drive her. So I had a chance to sit down and talk with her. And I asked her, I said, Aunt Marie, what's your approach, to health at 99 and a half? And she said, just plain common sense. And I said, well, can you tell me a little bit more than that? And so she shared a little bit more. So here are a few of her secrets I'd like to share.
Nice.
So number one was moderation. She says she has been around long enough to know fads come and go. And so one of the things she shared with me was she remembered listening, she was watching television, and the advertisements that were on TV were about margarine, and she kept seeing these over and over again, and she couldn't understand why they were promoting margarine because she thought butter is natural, and margarine, she's read the box and the ingredients, and it was chemical. So she said to me, naturally you would think that you would choose butter over margarine, which is chemicals. And I said, that makes sense, Aunt Marie. So she's wise beyond her years.
Well, it's kind of my own motto, too, is moderation in everything. And still today you have people that, want to do the margarine thing. So I'm a butter girl.
Me too. I never switched over. And number two, she said she never smoked.
Mm-hmm. Smoking, they say, you turn that around and you can actually change your entire health profile.
Oh, definitely. I've heard that before, too. And number three was reading and crossword puzzles to keep her mind active.
I got to put that on my list.
I have put that one on my list. 2 years ago, I turned off my TV. I still own a TV, and I still have the local stations, but I turned off the cable. I started reading. So I believe I have become somewhat smarter since I've been reading a lot of books. And my dad watches a lot of TV, and I said to my mom, Mom, can you imagine how many books he could have read for how many times he's watched Bonanza's reruns? Number 4 is walking. She said even when she worked, she walked during lunch. And she said now, of course, she's retired, at least from a professional career. And she said she likes to walk her dog, and she likes to go shopping so she can walk in the mall. Because living in Michigan, of course, we have a cold climate for a longer period of time. So she does like to walk still, so that's one of her avenues to get that exercise in. But she doesn't have an actual exercise regimen. She never did. It was basically just having a garden, not only to, have organic fruits and vegetables, but to get fresh air and sunshine. And just walking was most of her exercise and swimming.
She's still that active? She's still walking regularly? And
yes, she does. And she also, when she's in Florida in the winter, and then she has a cabin on the lake in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and she swims. So she still does do the swimming along with the walking.
What a neat lady.
She is a neat lady. She's actually has quite a sense of humor too, so which I'll share a little bit of that later. So number 7 is positive attitude. And what was amazing to me is, while my Uncle Joe was dying from cancer, she always kept a positive attitude. And 27 years ago, and she hasn't changed one bit. So she's an encouragement to all of us. Number 8 is laughter and lots of hugs. And I definitely have to say I love to laugh. I love that deep belly laugh. It makes me feel good. And it always feels good to get a hug. So it makes you feel loved and very healing, too.
Set off those endorphins, and those are definitely healing.
And so number 9 is, she said, a pet, especially if you're alone. And matter of fact, this is when I wanted to share my story, and I said I would get to that. Is my Aunt Marie has outlived 5 of her dogs.
5?
Yes, 5.
Wow. It's
something, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, knowing dogs go, 15 years? So that's, exactly. I'm sitting here doing the math in my head. That's a long time.
I know, and recently she had to put her dog Jody down, and she asked my brother-in-law to go with her to get another dog. So we went to the kennel with her, and she had a choice between 2 dogs because she wanted a wire hair fox terrier, so she only had a choice of 2. And my brother-in-law, he says to me, of course not in my aunt's earshot, says, what dog would you want to get? And I said, the calmer dog, of course. And he says, well, with his little smirk on his face, he says, well, what dog do you think Aunt Marie's going to pick? I said, well, the hyper dog. And he says, you know it. And so, of course, what dog do you think she chose?
Well, I want to say the hyper dog.
And you're correct in that. She did choose the hyper dog. And we asked her why, and she said, well, because it's spunky like me. So I thought that was cute, because she considers herself spunky at 99 and a half.
Oh, how fun. How fun.
And number 10 was plenty of rest. And that's so true, because the body doesn't have a chance to heal itself if you don't have plenty of rest. And so, and another thing was my aunt didn't say this, it's just something that I observed growing up, is my aunt was just a wonderful, wonderful hostess. She loved to just serve people. I just remember she never wanted to sit down because she was always getting up. Does anyone need more of this? Do you want more of that? Did you have enough to eat? And so I asked her about that, and she said she just loved to serve people, and she said it makes her feel good to serve than to be served. So I thought that was just amazing. What a great character to have, to want to serve people.
Well, yeah, and it sounds like, one, it's that vibrancy that she has, and 2, it's a lesson for all of us. If we can just embrace life and be of service, that's going to lead to great things for us.
Definitely, I agree totally. And by the way, more surprising to me is the fact that she does not take any prescription medication. So
that's unheard of in a 99-year-old.
It definitely, I know it. It's just, well, I'll have more to share with that because it's a couple of other family members. So part of it's genetic, and part is the other side of the family. But by her choice, she does admit to taking a vitamin supplement to fill in the gaps.
Vitamin supplements, those can be really beneficial. As a matter of fact, if you're looking for a great multivitamin, you've got a link here in our show notes for Doc's Best Multivitamins, or you can visit www.docsbestmultivitamin.com. Carol, you've shared so much good information with us, and we're really excited to get to know Aunt Marie a little bit more. I bet there's a little nugget of inspiration that we can kind of take with us. Do you have something to share?
I do, of course. And I wanted to mention also the reason that she does take a vitamin supplement, she said, was to fill in the gaps. But she also said because the soils are becoming less fertile and the foods are not as nutritious. So just all these things that she mentioned that seem like common sense to me. So I just really wanted to mention that. And also, she also claims that contributing to her health at any age can be done simply. Anybody can do it. So common sense and moderation is easy to follow. And what I wanted to mention earlier was my mom and dad they're a little bit younger than my aunt. They're both in their 80s. So my dad is the genetic side, is my aunt's brother. He's in his 80s, and my mom is also in her 80s, and they follow that same approach, common sense and moderation. And both of them also are not taking any medications, but they both do take vitamin supplements, too.
Fantastic. It can help. It can help. Again, it's www.docsbestmultivitamin.com.
One more amazing thing. My aunt, I cannot remember, and my dad or my mom, I cannot remember the last time they had the flu. None of them get the flu shot, and none of them have had the flu in years.
It's all that good health.
I believe so, and I've tried to follow in that, too. I try to eat healthy, exercise, and just use plain common sense. One of the things that my inspirational quotes that my aunt has lived by since she's heard it, and it was, my success was not based so much on any great intelligence, but on great common sense. And I thought that was cool because it went along with what her mantra was common sense and moderation. But another that she lived by, which was her own quote, and it just kind of reminded me of that when she went to get her dog because she was kind of stubborn. And we were trying to convince her to get the calmer dog, and we thought it'd be easier for her to handle. And she says to me, "I'm too old to know better and too young to resist." So I thought,
too old. Say it again.
She said, "I'm too old to know better and too young to resist."
Oh,
so
fantastic.
She couldn't resist the hyper dog, even though she knew better that she should get the calmer dog because it'd be a lot easier on her. And I'm telling you, that dog is hyper. It's a cute dog and it's a lovable dog, but it just is crazy. It's a crazy dog.
I bet that's a lucky dog.
Oh, you know what? You're right. The dog gets all kinds of treats.
They have a great life together, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Well, that just about wraps up the time that we have today. Do you have anything else to share with us, Carol?
Common sense and moderation.
Fantastic. All right, you can follow Carol at BioGirl Health on Twitter, at BioGirl Health. And just a reminder, if you enjoyed the show, please share us with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Carol, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you, Kimberly. Have a wonderful day.
Carol Newman is a longtime advocate for natural and healthy living a life that's close to the land in a small farming community in Richmond, Michigan. Carol is dedicated to helping women realize their full potential. She will help you achieve the best possible health and teach you to embrace your true inner beauty. For more information about how to live a healthier, natural life, visit BioGirlHealth.com. That's www.biogirlhealth.com.